say, my name is Birkin. I'm a programmer at Brown University. And what I'm going to just talk about here is simplifying our ILL. Oh my gosh, there's a... Okay. This talk is about what happens when a request gets to our new ILL system, which we will roll out by the end of March. How the incoming request has an open URL attached is another issue, and if anyone's curious about that, you talk to Jean Rainwater, who's also here from Brown. She's the web services team leader, and she has put a lot of thought and work into making that part happen. But the problem I want to say about why we're trying to simplify this is right now, if a user wants a book, let me just say book, and it is the initial beta version that will come up in March. We'll just focus on ISBN initially. If a user wants a book that we don't have, right now a user has to go into one of 4 places to request the book. And so Borrow, Direct, and Virtual Catalog and INRO, those are consortial catalogs. And then the ILL is a different interface that is our default ILL. And the problem is that these different interfaces to request a book require a user to decide which to use. They each have advantages and disadvantages, and they have different interfaces. 2 of the 3 consortial catalogs require users to enter a barcode, which is one of 3 long numbers on the ID. It's not a fun thing. And the result of all this is that a huge chunk of ILL requests go to the service that costs the university the most and gets the user the book the slowest. So that's the thing we're trying to solve. So the simple version of what happens here is that this request comes in and gets handled by this PHP layer. I'm going to do the simple version first, the simple happy path. It's hit by the PHP layer, which brings up a very simple authentication page with a couple of very simple options the user can fill out. Once the user fills that out, some request information with identifying information, some identifying information, I'll say more about that later by time, and some request information goes into a database, and the PHP redirects to show the user a nice message saying your request has been received. You'll receive an email shortly with more information. Then this cron job Python layer takes over, checking for new requests coming in. If it finds a request, it takes the information, and based on logic, it will choose the first service that it thinks is the best service, and it will call this Java layer web service. It will call it with a REST request specifying the service to be queried. And it has some identifying information, and it has the ISBN, and it has an indicator indicating which service should be tunneled into. The Java layer uses this amazingly wonderful set of Java bundled bunch of Java code called HTTP unit, which basically tunnels into, we'll say, Borrow Direct. It tunnels into Borrow Direct. It's one step above screen scraping because it has a sense of the DOM, so it knows about links and it can fill out things. And it tunnels into Borrow Direct, doing a search on the ISBN, and if it's there, and it's there, it will actually generate a request. Since this is done in this service-oriented architecture way, whatever the result of that search, if it's successful or not successful, will return XML to the Python layer. Based on that, then the Python layer will, let's say it's unsuccessful, it will go to virtual catalog, tunnel into that, come back. Let's say it's successfully found. The Python layer will then essentially generate an email to the user with some useful information that your book has been found, it's on its way, with a reference number that comes back from the service being queried. And this has been a really fun project because there are all these different pieces, and all problems I will take full credit for, but I want to give credit to Peter Murray's Jester blog article from a while back, and on this page I reference this at the bottom. That got me thinking about service-oriented architecture, and then the Access conference. Oh my gosh, okay, 12 seconds. Well, I'll just say that there are some really interesting things that this page describes that we do to work around, to try to make it really secure and to make it, to work around some weird triple I things. So,